Today we are unboxing, setting up, and reviewing the life-size creepy woman from the Lowe's 2022 Halloween season. This is a brand new animatronic. My stores have just started putting stuff out. I was able to go yesterday and do a full-length store tour of all the animatronics, and they had a ton of stuff out. So I will link that video in the description below. But today, we're going to unbox this one and set this one up. I am pretty excited for this one. This is kind of like a old school Spirit Halloween peekaboo penny prop. Now this was 80 bucks, and it is a little bit on the smaller side, but I thought it would make a really good filler for my haunt. We're going to get into unboxing this. Here we got our directions. We got the base. The base says before and after. I've never seen such a thing. Look, it literally says after, and you flip this around, before. What on earth? Okay, the next thing is the animated creepy woman. There she is. These poles, there's 3 of those, a connector piece, and it comes with a try me button. So that's pretty cool that it actually comes with a try me button. All the stores have these set up on all their animatronics, so that's pretty neat that these actually come with them. Most animatronics don't. Now here on the directions, it does say that it requires 4 AA batteries, and they are included, so you don't have to worry about an adapter or batteries. It's already in the box, ready to go. So now that we got our base, we're gonna go ahead and start assembling the animated creepy woman. So you're gonna take the shortest pole in the box and slide that over the base, which has a metal pole at the bottom. Slide that over top. You're gonna take this white connector and stick in there. Then your longest pole goes in the middle. And then, again, the shorter pole goes on top. And now, you take the creepy woman. You're going to have to go up through her dress, because the torso mounts on the top of this pole here. And there's a hole inside there. Right there is the hole. The pole is going to sit inside here, and then this just sits down on top. Sit this right on top. We're going to go ahead and hook up the try me button while everything is exposed back here. And that's it. Then you can go ahead and shape her arms however you want. You can do like a peekaboo penny kind of, where it covers her face. We can do that. The arms are fully posable, so no issues there. It's just metal and cheap foam. Go ahead and give you the full look around. There's absolutely nothing. She doesn't have a full head. Just the hair back here covers all that. We'll go ahead and do a demo. See what she looks like in action. Alright, so now that we've seen this in action, there's a few things that I don't like, so I will go ahead and talk about the cons right now. The cons, she is really short. Now, I'm a short individual. She's pretty short. She's not very big. She says it's life size. It's very, very small. This is like a teenager at best. The hands are very, very, very thin plastic. The face, there could be more to it, honestly. And the fact that it's not a whole head, it's not a big deal. But all the hair, when the hair flies up, it flies right in front of her face, so you don't get to see her creepy face. And the outfit's alright, you know, your typical cheap costume. But the base itself is really, really wobbly. Like, this won't hold up very long. It's plastic. Using some PVC pipe would be the best option to replace that regular pipe that they have, and put some PVC pipe in here, because after some wind hits this thing, it's gonna snap that thin pipe. I guess we'll go with the pros now that we're done trash talking her. The mechanism, I really like that. It is super quick. Like, as soon as I hit that button, this thing is going off. I mean, it's instant. So we'll go ahead, hit the button, and we'll show you how instant this is. As far as that, I have zero complaints. See, like, the hair gets all up in her mouth. See, the hair's all in her mouth. I have seen some people put her hair like in pigtails, so we could do that. That might be what we end up doing. But the mechanism is super quick. It's very, very responsive. It is like right now, and that's going to be a really good jump scare. It says there's a sensor, but I don't think that there's an actual motion sensor. There's a try me button on her hand, and then the step pad. So I'll have to stick the step pad out, and hopefully somebody steps on it. I don't know. I'll have to stick this somewhere and like have a sign that says, you know, step on the button. Base is a real killer for me. The outfit's alright. The hair is okay. The hands are super thin and cheap. I mean, it's just it's an $80 prop. I mean, it's not. I guess I've seen a little bit better for 80 bucks, but this is alright. It does give you a quick, fast, effective jump scare, just like Spirit Halloween's jumping spider, or the back here I have the hay bale popper. That's a pretty fast jumping mechanism. You have the new one, the bag of bones. That's a good jump scare, and the sitting scarecrow. Those are all very good, fast, effective jump scares, and this one is right there with it. But all in all, I would say it's worth the $80. If you're on a budget and you don't want to spend, you know, $200 or $300 on some of these animatronics that I have back here, this is definitely a good budget animatronic. It's going to do exactly what you need it to do. It's going to have a good jump scare, so you're buying it to scare people. As soon as you hit that button, it's going to scare you. It's going to give you a good jump scare. The audio is okay, and the eyes light up red, which is pretty typical. But I think for 80 bucks, I think it's a good buy for $80, even though it is on the cheap end and the quality is very cheap. I would say the jump scare as a whole really saves this animatronic. So from everything I've seen at the store at Lowe's yesterday, they are really stepping up their game this year. They got the 12-foot mummy out. They have a really cool witch out there. They got Freddy, Jason, and Michael Myers there. They have a few clowns. They have that really tall, creepy clown called Stitches. I think he was online only, because I didn't see him in the store, but who knows? They didn't have everything set up yet. But I think all in all, Lowe's is really stepping up their game, and they're coming up to the plate with the big guys like Home Depot and Spirit Halloween. So I will give this about a 6 on the scale here. I would say this is about a 6 just because of the effective jump scare. and it's going to do exactly what you need it to do, and that's scare trick-or-treaters. It's going to be a pretty good spot filler. That's basically what I bought it for, just to fill up some space in my haunt. I figure there's probably going to be a dead spot somewhere, and I can stick her either in the graveyard, up close to the corner. I have a corner of the fence, and I could stick her right there with the try me button on the fence, because I know everyone loves to touch stuff. So why not give some people something to touch and put a try me button on the fence, so when they touch that, this thing goes off. But I'll put a couple other things there, so when they hit the button, they don't know exactly what's going to come popping up. This could be effective as long as you have the right place for it. And I think I have the right place for it. If you're at Lowe's and you want a budget animatronic, this is definitely going to be the one that is probably the best bang for your buck there as far as budget. So if you like Halloween videos, animatronic unboxings, Halloween yard haunt setups, or just Halloween in general, make sure to click on the videos popping up at the top of your screen. And as always, I am uploading every single day in the month of August at 8 p.m. Eastern. Make sure to tune in to my channel. So remember to hit that bell and select all notifications. Let you know every time I go live or upload a brand new video. And I will catch you tomorrow. Remember to hit that thumbs up button and please consider subscribing.